Alright, go. Julio G.
You in my studio, baby.
Hey, man, thank you, dog.
Nobody gets to come in here except a guy like Chris Loos. Because I really don't let people come into my studio. I only let, like, you know, maybe 2 people in the past. Maybe 1 more. So it's like, you're at Julio G spot right now. This is the spot where I've created everything that I've ever done in my career. Came out of this little garage that's turned into a studio in the city of Linwood. And basically it's where I started. Everything I've ever done, I've done in this room. So I want to show you is this right here. This actually right here, yeah, you can put the light on. This actually right here is me. This is my 6th grade graduation, and this is my homeboy Marcellus. Marcellus was the guy that got me into everything that I do today when it comes to music and like the whole style. Everything that I do is based on me and him in this childhood. By this time we already had been friends for like, you know, we went to 1st grade together, so we met each other at like 5 years old. You know what I mean? He lived down the street from my house, on my same block. And this is a picture of me and him when we done. This is a picture of me, and this is him right here. Now we're older right here. This is a couple years after that, but this is the first picture I have, the closest one of me DJing that I have, like the youngest of me. But as you can see, this is my friend Carrie, this is my friend Eric, this is Marcellus, and then you got me. And it's kind of funny because that's how I grew up. I grew up in a black neighborhood, and only some Latinos were here, you know what I mean? But as you can see how interested I am in the turntables, that was like, that was my vibe. That's what we were all about. Because before this, we used to be in our cassettes and radios and getting our songs and all that. This is our elevation now. We thought we was DJing now. So these are the earliest pictures I have. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, my friend Marcellus was the guy that I grew up with, and that got me into that vibe of the music. So I should give you an example. That's how far I go with Tony G. That's called lining up a record. I like to use dots for the color, so when the lights are on different places where you go, you can still see it. I used to just do the black mark, but then sometimes it gets too dark in the club, so I like the things to stand out. And I like when it turns, I like the circle type feel. But Tony taught me how to get the record, and they actually like if the needle's right here, right? So this is where it starts. It's right. Like if you get the record, you find it. That's called marking it, and then you mark it. So when the record goes, it's time, and it turns, and you bring it back, it's always at this line. That's how he did that to me. That's how he showed me. That was my first good lesson to get better. Because I already had something, but now it's like, oh, once I got home, I aligned all my records. And I started learning how to, oh, man, it gave me a whole other trip. Picture right here, actually on my computer. This is actually his last picture that he took. This is the last picture that he took. That's me right here. That's me right here. My friend Ray Tomorrow. These are these 2 guys from a group called the Nonce. They had a song called Mixtapes. And this is Jesse Collins. He was running the board. As you can see, these are carts back here. That's the old school way of doing radio. And some CDs, just beginning the CDs right here. And that's easy right here. This is Saturday night at the Ruthless Radio Show. This is at 8:50 at night. And he went to the hospital that Monday. This is the actual last picture that Eazy-E took living. So that just shows you how, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of love, dog. And it was like losing a friend. It wasn't like losing a friend. It's losing a friend. Like he was a friend. He was past just being like, you know, icon and all that. He was really our friend, man. We were really saddened by that, man. They had the idea for them to do was to have Sway and me together, and I was going to DJ.
Sway from Sway and Tech.
Sway from Sway and Tech and MTV and all that. Sway and me, I DJ and host with him. Like, I was like, fuck it. That's cool. It ain't too bad for me because that's kind of what I'm doing now. Mix Master Show. It's not too bad. Sway can hold it down. He's a good front dude. Cool. Perfect. So I'm like, yeah, Sway's cool with me. That's my nigga. There's no problem. Let's do it. Sway was cool with it. It was cool. 2 weeks before we're going to start, right? Sway calls me and goes, oh, man, Julio G, man, I feel bad, man, but they're offering me this morning gig up here in the Bay, man, for a lot more money. And I actually was here in my room, man. I'll never forget that. I was like, oh, Sway, man, look, don't even trip. My nigga, get your paper, dog. Man, I'm not even tripping. You know, don't, but I feel bad because I feel like I fucked it up for you, man. And, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it, dog. Just, if you get your paper, pimp. You know what I mean? And good looking, dog. You know what I mean? That's me and him are great friends to this day, dog. You know what I mean? And, so then when I said, fuck it, well, I guess that's it. I mean, I guess there's no show. You know what I mean? Fuck it. And so Harold comes over and goes, okay, well, it's on you then. We're still starting. I'm like, whoa. Figure this out fucking fast. 2 weeks? Yeah, man. And that's where Julio G came from. Started right there. Like Nas, he came last time. He came Nas at the end of the interview. I was like, man, thanks Nas for coming through. And I never look at these people like if they're looking at me that way. I always look at it like I'm doing my job. And I like you as a fan. I almost look at the artist like I'm a fan. And I have the opportunity to talk to you. So I was like, hey, Nas, good looking out. I appreciate you coming through. And he's like, oh, nah, man, I appreciate you, man. Just to be in a room with you, man. You're a legend. And that shit tripped me out, man. I was like, wow, man, this is Nas, man. The way he addressed me, very cordial and very, very respect, dog. Like, yeah, man, you're a legend, Julio G. Just to be able to talk to you, man. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? And vice versa. But the interview was so deep, you have to respect it.
Say 100 years from now.
I think that I want people to say like that guy was just like his own dude. If you got to listen to him, then you knew who he was about. If you got to enjoy that, then you were able to enjoy it. But I think first and foremost, I want people to remember me as a Latino and somebody that I wanted to do something for my people and my race to break away from the stereotype that we have, that we're always going to be drug dealing, gang banging, hating people. You know what I mean? I want people to remember me as like, wow, not only did he do all this thing for hip hop, not only was he respected to all the community of hip hop from all races and all that, he's our Latino guy. He's a Latino that did that. And that's what I think is more important, more than anything to me right now. It's like, I want people to remember that. Like, you know, not to say, it's not like, we're better or I'm bigger. Yeah. It's just about, for my people, it's very special to me and my mom and our family and our last name and everything. You know, we're Gonzalez's, and that's something that I just talked to my uncle the other day. My uncles are from Mexico, you know, they're into politics, you know, in their younger years and stuff. And so my uncle was telling me, how you doing, man? I said, I'm doing good, you know. I'm still working, I'm doing a radio thing. She goes, man, you know, you've kept our family's name going. And that was real special, my uncle, to tell me that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, man, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, you keep our name going, and I love you for that.